So, training camp's around the corner, and we have a few players you might want to keep your eye on. So, that's for today's intro. Let's get today's video started. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't done so, bro, the 3K on the way. I appreciate you guys' support. And let's get right to today's video. I appreciate you guys' love and support and all your admiration. Let's get to today's video. Welcome back to the PSN Commanders Network, also the Protest Sports Network. It's your boy Tone, aka Tech. And I am back with another upload. If I get to a word of God, for God's right now, God of the doors and privilege for all the people in the doors and agreement. Today's video, we're here at the Squad Gang, the Washington Commanders. If I get too far into today's video, let's give y'all a quick verse of the day. This one's from the book of Galatians, chapter 5, verse 22 through 23. I'm going to read as follows. But the fruit of the Spirit is joy, love, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. So basically just saying when you have the Holy Spirit and you experience love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, and faithfulness. So faithfulness between you and your partner, faithfulness between you and the Lord, faithfulness between your friends and family. You guys had that really good tight camaraderie, things of that nature. A gentleness, so you're very gentle with people. You're not really harsh with people, but you can rebuke people when need be. And self-control, which is self-control against your whatever your sin is, like lust, sexual sin, um, using drugs, drinking alcohol, whatever it is. And against these things, there's no law. So there's no law against these things that you can help yourself with. So let's get the 220 mark. We can get right into today's content. So we're going to talk about the Washington Commanders training camp preview. This is part one. And we're going to talk about just players to watch out for. This is not really a really structured video. I'm going to give you guys a few players you want to keep your eye on as we're looking into this camp, whether it might be undrafted free agents or late draft picks, things of that nature. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to start with Dominic Hampton, our fifth round pick out of Washington. I like him a lot. He's a guy that you definitely keep your eye on through this camp process. I'm not saying he's guaranteed a roster spot. He is a fifth round pick, so some fifth round picks don't make their team. But he's a guy that I think is self aware. He's had a ton of college experience, so he knows the game. And he's a guy that is very cerebral at his position as well. Really good tackler, has ability to take the ball away. Not his best strength, but something he can do. And he's just a guy I think will be a great special teamer day one. And I think he's a guy that might replace a guy like our 2022's fourth round pick in Percy Butler, as he's fighting for a roster spot, I believe. So that safety battle between Jeremy Reeves, Dominic Hampton, and Percy Butler for those last two roster spots outside of Jeremy Chin, Quan Martin, and also Derek Forrest, it's going to be very interesting. This can get real spicy toward the back end of the roster at safety. I like all three of these guys. I mean, all three of them can play, and all three of them had their own special roles, but you can't keep six safeties on a roster. So someone's going to get released. And I don't think it's Dominic Hampton. So we will see what happens. Number 2, Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint. Now, we heard about him earlier in the rookie minicamp as he caught that crazy pass, that one hand like these. He did like these. That was insane. That was absolutely just OD for no reason, but that was heck of a catch. But we haven't heard much from him since. Undrafted free agent out of Georgia, 6'2", about 215, 220-ish. Really good contested catch guy. Has really good hands, but he has one weakness to his game. That's why I think he won't make this team, is the ability to separate. That's going to hurt him. It's going to hurt him a lot. I think our DB is going to play a lot better ball than they played last year, and I think they're going to be a little sticky on him. And if he can't create separation consistently, that will definitely hurt him. Because unlike the college game, you're not going to get away with it consistently catching these tough catches without ability to separate, at least at times. And I see that he struggles a lot with separation a lot, even on this Georgia tape. But he's still a heck of a football player. If he doesn't make the roster, I think he'll definitely be a practice squad eligible player. I think he'll be on the practice squad at least this year. Maybe he might make the team next year, but we'll see. It's a guy I definitely keep your eye on, only because I think he'll have a really good camp and he'll be a guy that could be on the outside looking in, but someone that can shine during camp and shine during the preseason. And if he has the ability to separate, he'll make this team because he has heck of hands. Dude catches everything. He don't drop nothing, and that's a great quality to have at the NFL level. So, and something you want to keep your eye on as well is former Georgia Bulldogs wide receiver uh, Marcus Roseman-Jackson. The third player you want to keep your eye on, I think, in my eyes, I don't have his name in front of me. Actually, I'll talk about him later. Because I don't have his name in front of me. It's a weird name to pronounce. But the kid out of Colorado State, the cornerback, y'all know what I'm talking about. The undrafted free agent that we picked up and gave the most guaranteed money to. That's not Sam Hartman. Sam Hartman is another guy. There you go. The kid with the nice hair. Shout out to him. He's another guy you want to keep your eye on. Because I want to see how he develops through camp. I'm gonna develop through the preseason. He's gonna be our future backup quarterback, and I think you want to see what he can do, what his strengths and weaknesses are, and how you can polish him to be the guy right behind Jaden Daniels. Because knock on wood, anything can happen, and Sam Hartman get thrown into the game, and if he does, we gotta see what he got. So I want to see how he looks for the preseason, things of that nature, as he will probably replace Marcus Mariota next year as the backup quarterback. And hopefully he'll be ready to play and ready to get his game on and throw some touchdown passes. Um, don't mind the anime reference there. Finally, I think that I said that the quarterback out of Colorado State, he has the size, pause, he has the speed, uh, he has the physicality. He's a guy you like. And he's a guy that could have a Deron Bland type of impact in a couple of years. Just want to see how he acclimates to such an NFL game and can his physicality and tough play translate well. That's something I want to look at. So that's my number 4 guy. Can't find his name. I'm going to look for him. I'm going to find him real quick. Let me see. Try to find that real quick. I'm going to find his name. But yeah, he's another guy I want to keep your eye on. I think the fifth and final player I really have my eye on is tight end Amari Rogers. But let's get to this one. Chigozie Azuzum out of Colorado State cornerback. We also signed AJ Woods from Pittsburgh as well. That's another guy you want to kind of keep your eye on. But yeah, my last guy is Amari Rogers, the tight end. I think he has a ton of physical talent. We saw some flashes in 2022 as our first year as the Washington Commanders. But last year, he tore his Achilles tendon and he didn't play last year. So we haven't seen him since 2022. But he's a guy that maybe can make an impact for you. He's the most athletic tight end on the roster, if healthy. He's more athletic than Ben Sinnott. Definitely more athletic than Zach Ertz at his time of his career. He's definitely more athletic than John Bates will ever be. So he's a guy that if the athletic profile can fit what he can do on the field, I think he will definitely make this roster and be very impactful immediately. He might jump up the job. He might jump up the depth chart. So keep that in mind. Yeah, Chigozie Azuzum out of Colorado State was a cornerback I was talking about earlier, by the way. And some other guys are on here that I want to kind of hint real quick. Michael Wiley, the running back out of Arizona. I was talking about a running back that can maybe complement a guy like Brian Robinson Jr. and also Austin Eckler. He's a guy that can do that. I like him a lot. He catch out the backfield, decent burst. decent cuts, decent jump cutter. He's doesn't have home run speed per se, but he's fast enough. And he has the entire package. He can pass protect well. He's an interesting guy. I like Michael Wiley out of Arizona as that maybe that third running back in the room that might replace a guy like Chris Rodriguez Jr. if we don't keep four backs. And the final guy, final guy I really want to keep my eye on is safety Tyler Owens out of Texas Tech. Shout out to Rico from Street Scores. This is one of his favorite guys from our undrafted free agent pool. And he's a guy that's super athletic, super raw, like extremely raw. He's so raw. He's so raw. He's unplayable. Like he's an unplayable. Literally, he's unplayable as hell. But if you can mold this kid into the mold of clay you want to turn him into, you have one hell of a football player in Tyler Owens. He could be very, very scary. He's like Donovan Wilson, with the physicality and tackling. And if he can get the ball skills going, oh my gosh, you might have a heck of a football player here, man. Like, you might have a really good starting NFL safety in about 2 or 3 years if you can really get it together. So if he could put it all together, that'd be huge. But those are the guys I'm going to keep my eye on. Those are my X factors for camp. I don't think Todd Owens is making this roster. Hell no. He'll definitely probably be a practice squad guy. He's one of the guys you should hide in preseason. But he's definitely a guy who you can stack on the practice squad if you can hide him enough. And you don't show too many flashes. So he's a guy you can hide. I said Michael Wise is a guy that might make this team. I'm not exactly sure. But there's a certain running back I'll talk about later on another video that I would like to have if this certain team were to release him. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today. Like, comment, subscribe to the PSN Commanders Network if you haven't done so for all your Commanders news, rumors, and theory videos. Also, subscribe to the Life of Tone channel if you see tech here. But if you want to see Tone, you can go subscribe to that for all vlogs, story times, and also reaction videos from Jack TV, UDY. I know ARL, all those loyalty tester guys. You can watch those reaction videos and watch the story times, and you'll catch a vlog or two. I might have a separate vlog channel very soon, but that's right now. I'll put any vlog I do record on that channel. Finally, for fashion tips and fashion tips, how to styles, sneaker unboxing, sneaker talks, things of that nature. All that type of men's streetwear, fashion stuff. You can subscribe to the A Lot of Fashion channel for all that content as well. You guys be easy, be safe, stay healthy. Have a great one. Comment your thoughts on this video. What some guys you have your eye on for Washington Commanders 2024 training camp and why? And what's some guys you'd be surprised that makes this roster? So them guys, be easy, be safe, stay healthy, and I catch you on next one, man. Peace, love, and blessings. Catch you on the flip side.